it drill. I'm independent, I don't need no deal. I'm jaws on the beat, I got flow that kills. Do my thing with a few G's, Lauryn Hill.
What's up guys and girls, it's Unders, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to make this 808 a pitched up rolling bass sound. It's really simple to make and uses a few techniques from the course. Obviously if you're watching this as part of the course, you'll be able to download the patch for this project so you can really break it down for yourselves. Let's dive into it. Okay, so this is a relatively simple patch, but does use a few of the features taught in the course, but I will break it down in its entirety. So let's start off and we'll just initialize the patch again. We're just going to go initialize preset. So now we've just got which works, but it hasn't quite got the performance factor we're after. Now, instead of starting with oscillators and things like that, well, the performance is a big part of this. So we need that movement and that swing, and that comes down from the voicing section at the bottom. We're going to switch it onto mono, which is going to take poly away. We're going to put legato on. We're going to do portamento to always. And depending on your BPM, we're going to adjust the portamento. I found in the kind of 140 region, somewhere around the 80 milliseconds kind of works. Scaled might also work nicely depending on your melody. So now it performs a bit like this. That's got more vibe to it already, right? But we want to make this that huge 808 smashing thing going on. So if we go into our oscillators, we go into analog, we're going to use the BD sine. So by default, just a sine wave, but as we push through, it varies up slightly. Simply play this and choose where sounds best for you. I found generally around here. Can be nice to add a bit of movement to it as well. And you know, we're here, why not? Let's do that. Let's pop LFO1 on the wavetable and knock it back a little bit. And we're going to put this on a really low rate. So we'll switch off BPM there, knock the hertz back to say like 1 cycle per second. Now it's just going to move between different parts of that waveform. That's got a real shake to it. We could certainly take that back even slower. That's just going to really slowly move, and it just gives a bit of change over time. Cool little thing that we can do there. So big thing here is the filter. So we need to make sure that the filter switched on and the A is switched on, and it goes to number 1. And we're going to bring the cutoff back just a touch. We've got a super weighty sound now. We're going to go pretty much max on drive. We're going to give it some fat as well. Right, there's another performance element we need to do that we need to get this sounding great. So let's go into the matrix. We're going to go in here. We're going to take envelope 2. Remember, envelope 1 is always assigned to the volume of Serum. So we're going to start with envelope 2. And in destination, we need to go to global master tuning, and we want that little pitch up flare to happen. So on envelope 2, just need to make it a really short stab. And just do that by grabbing the decay point here and bringing it right down. And we're just going to push this up here by, say, 12. That's too long, so we're just going to keep dialing this back. Bring that up to 24. That gives that hard kick input there. All right, so once we've done that, let's jump into effects. And there's a couple of things in effects. Hyperdimension does some great things just by switching it on. Let's open up that filter a bit more. The further we push the detune, I quite like to bring the rate down. And size, we bring that down, and then just the mix back 20% in. Now distortion does the real magic. found something like the hard clip. Those are all the techniques that are really in there. Now, something else we can do is with the filter itself, maybe do things like push the resonance up with an envelope. That can work really, really cool. So if we take, say, envelope 3, stick that onto the resonance there, we definitely don't want it to jump up that much, just to give it a little bit of a push. And what we do, we give that a bit of an attack so it kind of sweeps in. We can do that same envelope feeling on the fat as well and actually push it a little bit harder. And depending on how you've been playing, play around with the portamento timing. Like I say, on 140 I find sort of 80 milliseconds to be about right. And it is simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. So those are the fundamentals that you need to create that. And we did that extra little bit of moving the wavetable around to give a bit of flex to the sound and a bit of feel and movement to it. We don't have to do that, and it will remain a lot more static. However, I like the kind of analog feel it creates by just moving that ever so slightly. I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I will see you on the next one.